Welcome to Buzz on Veterans. I'm Chris Budihas, your host for today's segment, brought to you by Operation Barnabas. What we're trying to do here with Buzz on Veterans is highlight veterans in our community and what they're doing, both in their service and a post-military career. Today I'm joined by Scott Lara with militariaffairs.com. Scott, thank you for joining me this morning.
It's great to be here, Chris. Thank you so much.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what did you do in the military, and what has led you to be the president of militariaffairs.com?
I joined the Navy in 1979. I'm originally from Chicago. I was working at the Kmart camera department, and my assistant manager, his name was Dale. He goes, "Scott, you want to stay in Aurora, Illinois your whole life?" I said, "No, but I don't want to go to college." And he said, "Join the Navy, see the world." The problem was he forgot to tell me that the world is like 3/4 water. So I joined the Navy, went to boot camp in San Diego, went to Virginia for A school, went up to Maine to get my ship, and sailed down here to Mayport. And I met my wife at church here in Jacksonville. Been married 40 years, 2 grown kids, and 3 grandkids.
Yeah.
So it's been a great ride. I love the Navy and love everything that we're doing.
That's great. So how did you get into travel, and what led you on that journey from being an enlisted sailor here locally into being the president at militariaffairs.com?
That's a good question. I've always loved being at sea.
Yeah.
Just it's so peaceful and everything. And so I had the opportunity when I was working for a healthcare company. The travel agent that handled all our travel left, and so I went to the owner. I said, "Hey, let me run the travel agency." He goes, "Fine, you've got it." Okay. So 15 years ago, sailing on Carnival out at Jacksonville, Port Canaveral. We have 150 days on Holland America Line, 75 days on Carnival. So I was able to travel at a very inexpensive price, and I just loved it. And so, Chris, the one thing I want to say to the veterans out there is LinkedIn is your best friend, because if you put on LinkedIn, you're not going to be able to get anything unless you really promote yourself.
Yep.
And I have no problem promoting myself.
That's powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so LinkedIn is, you can get the premium, but for veterans, you get it for free. So that's important.
Yep.
But go on LinkedIn, have your accomplishments, and I had on there that I was a travel agent. Well, a gentleman by the name of Rudy, who owns Military Affairs, and now it's moved to a different company, but the point is that he saw me on there and said, "Scott, you're a veteran and you travel. I would love for you to run militariaffairs.com." I said, "Put me in, coach."
Wow.
And so I've been doing this now for 6 months and loving every minute of it.
That's awesome. So veterans, take note there. LinkedIn, a powerful tool. I've seen it myself. People have contacted me, offering me opportunities, and not just opportunities, but also the ability to provide feedback and mentorship to others out there in our community. So travel, obviously important to you. Can you tell us a little bit about militariaffairs.com and for the active duty and then those veterans, how do they access the organization and what kind of discounts are they looking at potentially?
Absolutely. Militariaffairs.com, it's basically your one-stop shop if you're a veteran, active duty, or a family member of a veteran or a military person, because my job is to go out there and get those deep discounts. If it's all-inclusive resorts, if it's cruises, if it's hotels, airfare. And so we get those deep discounts to pass on to military people. And when you go on the website, you got to verify that you're a military person to get those discounts. But it's very rewarding to me, Chris, because I'm helping fellow military folks get discounts on travel if they're in Germany or Italy or even in the States.
Yeah. So it includes our veteran community also.
100%. And that's one thing I do on, if you look at my YouTube channel, just type in Scott Lara, Lara, you'll see all my...
check that out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you'll see that. And of course, I usually wear my veteran shirt on there because, you and I have received this when you go to a Jaguars game. Veterans or military, please stand up. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I appreciate that. But I would like something a little more substantial, and having those discounts like Carnival and MSC and Virgin Voyages and these cruise lines to be able to get those discounts for our military folks.
Now, that's gigantic. And, obviously we've seen the news, our military members who serve, we're proud of them, but, paying compensation is one thing, and if they can save money by using militariaffairs.com on a great vacation, that's very well deserved.
100%, 100%, because I think veterans especially, folks our age, now we have the ability to travel, go on cruises, go to resorts and so forth, and if I can help save them some money, then I've done my job.
That's awesome. So folks, I would encourage you to go out and take a look at militariaffairs.com. Take a look at, for our veteran community and our military folks, opportunity to save some money, take your family out to on a great vacation, And we appreciate you, Scott, for coming in today, what you're doing there for our veteran and our military community. Today's session is brought to you by Operation Barnabas over there in Orange Park, a great nonprofit that is literally saving lives of veterans by helping them get back on their feet. So go check them out at operationbarnabas.com. Thank you very much, and we look forward to talking to you and seeing you next time.
Operation Barnabas is a veterans ministry, started in 2017 with the purpose of helping our veterans that kind of got left behind, and they've struggled with addictions, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, those kind of things, helping them get whole again through one-to-one mentorship.
Being able to communicate with them and help them can drastically change their life, can drastically change a family's life. The little that we can do is put our hand out and say, hey, do you want a hand up?